It is the popular saying that a healthy society is a wealthy one. On the Great Mind program, medical experts are available to provide solutions to various health challenges. You desire greatness in life. Successful men and women in the society are available on the Great Mind program to reveal to you the secrets to their greatness. The Great Mind of Nancy Oshogbo is a watch for all. Meet me on the program every Sunday between 3:30 and 4 p.m.
Happy Sunday to you all. It is another wonderful moment with me, Bola Olayode, on the program The Great Mind. The personality we are celebrating on the program this week is late Yinka Lawoye, former Secretary General, African Convention of Principals. On the health tips, we are discussing the nutritional values and the creative properties in banana. More so, on this episode, we are revealing the secrets behind the success being recorded by Osun Health Insurance Agency. Osun Health Insurance Agency, an organization with an effective organizational structure committed to the actualization of the vision of being a world-class provider of access to sustainable qualitative health care, readily available and affordable to every resident in Osun State, and making the people of the state to access quality health care without tears. Osun Health Insurance Agency is ahead of other states health insurance agency in Nigeria because the agency puts people first, since any organization that is people-oriented usually ends up being effective and efficient. More so, Osun Health Insurance Agency is excelling in all fronts because the people at the aim of affairs of the agency are highly committed to the full realization of the objectives of the agency, among which are ensuring that every resident of the state has easy access to effective, quality, and affordable healthcare services, and protecting families from financial hardship of huge medical bills. Leadership and members of staff of Osun Health Insurance Agency, however, work tirelessly in accordance to the passion which Governor Adegboyega Oyetola, who inaugurated the agency shortly after his assumption of office in the year 2018, has for the well-being of the people of the state, since health is strength. Dr. Shina Igbalaye, Director, Standard Quality Assurance, Osun Health Insurance Agency, reflects the readiness of the agency in embarking on the re-accreditation of the hospitals to ensure that the enrollees of the agency receive best treatment from the healthcare providers across the local government areas of the state.
My name is Dr. Shina Igbalaye. I'm Director, Standards and Quality Assurance for Osun Health Insurance Agency. I am pleased this afternoon to inform us about the focus of my department for this year, 2022, and I want to say, as the director in charge of hospitals, in charge of delivering good quality service to our enrollees at the various facilities, I want to assure the good citizen of the state that the agency will not relent, will not rest on its scores at getting the all OSHA accredited hospitals providers to give the best quality service in terms of treatment to our enrollees. We would also ensure that they are well treated, such that they are not shortchanged. There is no any form of collection of illegal or unauthorized fees. I also want to tell us that the agency is currently preparing to embark on quality inspection visitation to all of the hospitals, so that we also can see for ourselves the services that are being given to our enrollees. This is in a bid to ensure that good quality service is given to our enrollees at the various hospitals. I want to say that apart from that is the fact that our HMOs are also saddled with this responsibility to go to the various accredited hospitals to also check the level of preparedness, the level of activity, and also to see the services that are given to our enrollees at these various hospitals. and they, of course, the responsibility is on them also to report back to the agency. We demand from them quarterly report of activities of these HMOs. And I also want to tell us that also this first quarter we intend to have a joint review meeting with the providers and also the HMOs, where we try to sit down and have some strategic policies that will be determined, so that will guide the agency and the scheme for the rest of this year. This we are doing in a bid to get the best out of the system. We're also doing to give a positive, a good image to the state government who has established this scheme and has given it to the management under the leadership of Dr. Niyi Okini, who is doing wonderfully well, extremely well, and in terms of direction, in terms of implementation, in terms of policy direction for the agency. So we are pleased also to inform you that also this year we will also be doing a re-accreditation for the accredited facilities. There are facilities that are already working with the scheme, so that we'll be able to size them up and see where and how they can come in and ensure that the good service expected of them is being delivered to our employees, and then they are also giving the good positive name to both the state and then the agency itself. As we continue with this implementation of some of these activities, we hope and pray that we will give a positive feedback to the citizens of the state, and we hope that this will also translate to good quality service at the provider's end.
Famsumanu Olasukwami, Director of Programs, Osun Health Insurance Agency, unfolds the plan of the agency in ensuring the massive enrollment of more people from private sector.
One of the challenges we have in health insurance generally is our capturing of the informal sector. Like this year, our target for 2021 was we wanted to have more incursion into the informal sector, capturing of the informal sector people, and they are the largest in the population, the artisans, the market women. And so this year the focus of this department is to go into the organized private sector first. There is a group we call the organized private sector, the mini industry, the small scale industries, the small scale businesses that has more than 10 people in their employment. They are defined as the organized private sector, the hotels, and we want to engage them in the early part of this year. We want to engage their leadership first, sensitize them before we now move to enroll participants in the organized private sector. At the same time, we will be engaging the artisans and market women alongside, but both are speaking to capturing of the informal sector people into the net of health insurance in the state. And by this we mean we want to use all our traditional methods of capturing them into the health insurance net by sensitization, by there was a time we were even going to the markets to sensitize people about the health insurance. We are going to do some road shows in major cities in the 9 federal constituencies for the year, and some other programs. And one major thing that concerns this department is that we want to open OE's offices in the local governments. But the preparation is in top gear. All what we needed to do is we have gotten offices from this local government. We have inspected the offices. All what we need to do is renovate them. The furnitures and materials needed for that office has already been procured, just to move them down to those offices. In fact, the staff that are going to work there have been working with us for some time. We are moving closer to the people. We are engaging the OPS, the organized private sector. We are engaging the informal sector. At the end of the day, we will see that more and more people will get into the net of health insurance.
As revealed by the Director of Administration and Supply, Mr. Iluyemi Arowolo, one of the roles of his department is providing effective and administrative support for Osun Health Insurance Agency to achieve its mission.
The maintenance of office, maintenance of building, and day-to-day administration is a continuous work, and it is what will be done throughout the year. So I think that is what we as a department. And also, like I said, like we work with Leslie, there are so many times that this department has been assisting other departments to achieve their aim in whatever way. Most time we go field, and most of the field work we have been trained to do it. Even as an admin officer, I've been going with a department of standard quality assurance for inspection visits, for accreditation visits. We have been trained along that line to be able to do it, so that it's don't say because you are a director of admin you can just be staying at no. We work for that list after doing the work, because each day, many file comes to the director of admin, so I have to treat it, and I still have to make sure that I support other departments to achieve their objectives.
Dr. Olarere Adebisi, Director of Planning, Research and Statistics, Osun Health Insurance Agency, reveals how his department plans all the activities of the agency.
Following the annual operational plan, we have to monitor the affairs of our healthcare provider. So we are going to do monitoring and evaluation as usual in checking the activities of the healthcare provider that are accredited under our scheme, and we also intend carry out supportive supervision.
Details about the roles being played by these vital departments for the outstanding success being recorded by Osun Health Insurance Agency will be given in the subsequent edition of the program. Látàrí àwọn ènìyàn àti kò gbọ́ èdè Òyìnbó, a ṣe àtúpalẹ̀ àwọn nǹkan tá a ti ń sọ lédè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì látàárọ̀ ní èdè abínibí wa. Ẹ bá mi ká lọ. Ilé-iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera adójútòfò ní ilé-iṣẹ́ tó jẹ́ wípé àwọn adarí ilé-iṣẹ́ náà pẹ̀lú àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ilé ibẹ̀ ní ìfarajìn fún wípé kí ilé-iṣẹ́ náà lè jẹ́ èyí tí yóò jẹ́ mímọ̀ káàkiri àgbáyé fún ìfijìn rẹ̀ láti rí wípé àwọn olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ní àǹfààní tí kò lẹ́gbẹ́ sí ètò ìlera tó péye tí owó rẹ̀ kò sì pọ̀ rárá, látàrí wípé ìlera ni okun. Ilé-iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera adójútòfò yìí ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun jẹ́ èyí tó mú ìlera ará ìlú ní ọ̀kúndùn gẹ́gẹ́ bí gómìnà Adégbóyèga Oyètọ́lá ti ṣe fẹ́. Èyí ló mú kí àwọn adarí àti òṣìṣẹ́ ilé-iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera adójútòfò ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun máa ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun ní gbogbo ìgbà láti rí pé èròǹgbà gómìnà Oyètọ́lá fún kí gbogbo olùgbé ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun wà ní àlàáfíà pípé wá sí ìmúṣẹ. Dókítà Ṣínà Ìgbàláyé ni alákòóso ẹ̀ka ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé fún ilé-iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera adójútòfò ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Ó ṣàlàyé ìgbáradì ilé-iṣẹ́ náà láti tuntun ìfọwọ́sí àwọn ilé ìwòsàn tó ń ṣe ìtọ́jú fún àwọn tó forúkọsílẹ̀ fún ètò ìlera alábọ́dé tí ilé-iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera adójútòfò ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ káàkiri àwọn ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun láti rí pé gbogbo àwọn olùforúkọsílẹ̀ náà ni àwọn ilé ìwòsàn náà tọ́jú bó ti ṣe tọ́ àti bó ti ṣe yẹ.
Orúkọ mi ni Dr. Ṣínà Ìgbàláyé tí mo jẹ́ ìkan nínú àwọn olùdarí ní ilé-iṣẹ́ wa Osun Health Insurance Agency. Mo kí gbogbo wa wípé a kú ọdún tuntun. Mo dẹ̀ gbà ní àdúrà fún Ọlọ́run pé nǹkan tuntun kan tó dáa péré ni Ọlọ́run á fi fún wa nínú ọdún tuntun yìí. Mo fẹ́ sọ wípé ọdún pẹ̀lú tuntun tí a gbé yìí, àwọn ilé ìwòsàn wa tá à ń lò, ilé-iṣẹ́ wa yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti máa lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò àwọn ilé ìwòsàn wa tá à ń lò láti rí ní ìdájú wípé nǹkan tá a ní kàn ṣe náà ń ṣe, bá a ṣe fẹ́ kàn ṣe náà ń ṣe, ìlànà tá a gbé sílẹ̀ fún wọn so that tí kò ní jẹ́ wípé bóyá wọ́n ń ṣe àwọn nǹkan tá a bẹ̀ wọ́n gba owó tí ò tọ̀nà wọ́n ń tọ́jú àwọn wa dáadáa bó ṣe yẹ kán ṣe àyè yìí àmọ́ gbogbo àwọn ilé ìwòsàn wa pátápátá tá à ń lò ni la máa lò àwọn iléeṣẹ́ wa staff wa máa lò káàkiri àtàwọn HMO àwọn àjọ tí a gbà tí wọ́n ń ṣe kí ni tán ṣe tó wà láàrin àwa àti àwọn ẹrù ilé àwọn ènìyàn wa tá à ń tọ́jú máa lò káàkiri wọ́n á dẹ̀ padà wá láti wá fún wa lábọ̀ bí nǹkan bá ṣe rí àwọn tabari pé kùdìẹ̀kùdìẹ̀ wà tí wọ́n lè ṣe dáadáa tó bó ṣe yẹ kán ṣe ìjọba àti iléeṣẹ́ wa ní àṣẹ láti ṣe kí ni láti ṣe bó bá ṣe yẹ kán ṣe láti ṣe appropriate punishment fún wọn fún nǹkan tó bá yẹ kán ṣe yàtọ̀ sí yẹn ilé-iṣẹ́ wa ní ọdún yìí náà a tún ń gbèrò láti ṣe kíni láti ṣe òṣùwọ̀n àwọn hospitals ilé ìwòsàn tá à ń lò so that a lè ṣe ìgbéwọ̀n wọn ètò bá yẹ ètò bá sì dá bó ṣe yẹ kó ṣe bá ṣe ní kó bá ṣe bó ṣe ń ṣe àwọn tó yẹ pé ó ti ṣe kíni wọ́n ti ìmọ̀ wọn ti lọ sílẹ̀ gbogbo wọn ni a máa ṣe kíni à ń pè ní re-accreditation ìyẹn lè túmọ̀ sí pé àwọn míì ò jábọ̀ àwọn tuntun ní òtún kún wa pé this is nǹkan tá a máa ṣe lóòrèkóòrè láti méjọ wípé wọ́n ta àwọn èèyàn wa lẹ́nu wọ́n lè ṣe nǹkan ó yẹ wọ́n ṣe bó ṣe yẹ kán ṣe láti máa tọ́jú àwọn èèyàn bó ṣe yẹ kán máa tọ́jú àwọn èèyàn wa. ẹ̀rọ sí ẹ̀dẹ̀ tó mọ̀ pé àwọn àjọ tí a gbà àwọn agent ọ̀tá àgbà tó jẹ́ HMO tí wọ́n lọ tí wọ́n aláṣẹ wọn láti lọ káàkiri láti lọ wo àwọn hospital wa ṣe bó ṣe yẹ kán ṣe máa ń ṣe ń tọ́jú àwọn dáadáa àwọn ibi tí complaint bá wà àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ wọn á mú padà wá sí ọ̀dọ̀ wa láti wá fún wa lábọ̀ then ní first quarter yìí náà a lérò láti pe àwọn hospital àtàwọn HMO àti àwọn èèyàn wa àwọn ẹrú ní wa gan afẹ́tò gbogbo wọn pọ̀ ká ṣèpàdé láti mọ̀ pé kí ibo ló yà bá dé ibo ló kù sí ibo ni ó ti yẹ ká tún ṣe àjọṣe àpérò yìí táwọn ṣe pé tàbá dẹ̀ mú jáde ń bẹ̀ á ṣe kíni ó máa wà lára àwọn kan tí a tún dàbí ìlànà fún wa láti máa bá ṣe tún máa tọ́ tá a ṣe tún ṣe tó máa da bó ṣe ti ń dàbọ̀ tó máa da sí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
olùpọ̀ ogun òyìnbó Sùmọ́nà Lásùnkànmí lólùdarí gbogbo ètò tó ń lọ ní iléeṣẹ́ ètò ìlera Adétòfò ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ó ṣàlàyé ìgbáradì iléeṣẹ́ náà láti rí pé àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ní iléeṣẹ́ aládàáni àti àwọn olùtajà àti àwọn oníṣẹ́ ọwọ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ iléeṣẹ́ ètò ìlera Adétòfò ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun fún oríṣiríṣi àǹfààní tí iléeṣẹ́ náà ṣètò fún àlàáfíà wípé àwọn ará ìlú.
nínú ọdún tá a wà yìí ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ yìí tó wà ní dìpátímẹ́ǹtì tá a wà yìí lórúkọ iléeṣẹ́ yìí àwọn tó jẹ́ àfojúsùn wa lọ́dún yìí ni pé a ti ṣe tàwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba a ṣe tàwọn tí ò rọ́wọ́ họrí a fẹ́ kí àwọn aráàlú tí wọ́n iṣẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba tí wọ́n lè sanwó fúnra wọn a fẹ́ káwọn náà wọnú ètò yìí gbogbo akitiyan láti ti làálẹ̀ láti fi jẹ́ kí wọ́n wọnú ètò yìí àwọn onílé iṣẹ́ kéékèèké àwọn olókoòwò wẹ́wẹ́wẹ́ àwọn làákọ̀ọ́kọ́ bá ṣèpàdé níbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún yìí àwọn ọ̀gá wọn àwọn olóyè nínú àkójọpọ̀ wọn a fẹ́ ṣàlàyé fún wọn ọ̀nà táàjọ gbé gbà táwọn ọmọ iṣẹ́ tó wà nílé iṣẹ́ wọn tí wọ́n fi kó wọjú ètò tí yóò fi dìdàn ìrọ̀rùn fáwọn náà láti jàǹfààní ètò yìí àwọn tá a fẹ́ mú gbọ́ níbẹ̀rẹ̀ ọdún yìí nìyí.
olùdarí ẹ̀ka à ń gbanisíṣẹ́ àti àbójútó ohun gbogbo nílé iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera Adétòfò ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun arákùnrin Olúyẹmí Arówólò ṣàlàyé bí ẹ̀ka tó ń ṣe àkóso fún ti ṣe jẹ́ òpó tó ṣàtìlẹ́yìn fún ìmúṣẹ èròǹgbà iléeṣẹ́ ètò ìlera Adétòfò ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun tí iléeṣẹ́ ètò ìlera Adétòfò ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ń ṣe.
a dúpẹ́ púpọ̀ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún ìtọ́lọ́run náà wà lọ́wọ́ dé níléeṣẹ́ yìí pàápàá jùlọ nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run náà wà lọ́wọ́ láti ṣe ní ọdún tó kọjá ní ọdún yìí ọdún tó kọjá tó kéré nínú àwọn nǹkan tí Ọlọ́run ti ràn wá lọ́wọ́ láti gbèsè nǹkan tá a tún fẹ́ gbèsè ní ọdún yìí ó máa jù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn lọ.
bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ ni adarí ẹ̀ka tó wà ní ìgbánu àwọn ètò àti ìtọpinpin fún àjọ ètò ìlera Adétòfò ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun dókítà Ọlálérè Adébísí ṣàlàyé bó ti ṣe jẹ́ wípé ẹ̀ka tó ń ṣe adarí rẹ̀ ló máa ń ṣàgbékalẹ̀ onírúurú àwọn ètò.
àwọn iṣẹ́ tí a yàn láàyò ní gbòógì wọ́n ní láti mójútó àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ hospital tí wọ́n bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ tí a ti forúkọ wọn sílẹ̀ tá a sì ti gbà pé kán máa bá wa ṣiṣẹ́ láti mójútó wọn pé báwo ni wọ́n ṣe ń tọ́jú àwọn oníbàárà wa, ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ń gbé wọn gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹyin.
Àtúpalẹ̀ àwọn akitiyan àwọn ẹ̀ka ilé-iṣẹ́ yìí tó ṣe kókó fún àṣeyọrí onírúurú ilé-iṣẹ́ ètò ìlera Ayétòfò ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ni yóò tún wáyé lọ́sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀.
Banana is one of the popular fruits worldwide. It is an all-seasons fruit. Banana is a very hygienic fruit as it is inside a jam-proof package because its thick covering provides an excellent protection against bacteria and contamination. Banana contains lots of nutritional values, among which are energy value, tissue building elements, protein, vitamins, and minerals. Banana has been discovered to be of tremendous help in promoting healthy digestion and creating a feeling of youthfulness.
You know, banana is one of the most widely eaten fruits. And the reason is that it's cultivated here in Nigeria. It has a lot to offer nutritionally and medicinally. One research said, if you think bananas are just for monkeys, you should think again. By the time you know the health benefits of bananas, you know human beings, not only monkeys, will derive a lot of both nutritional and medicinal benefits from eating bananas. Help us to overcome depression. Like you hardly see a monkey with banana depressed. Yes, because it actually contains high levels of tryptophan. Tryptophan is converted in the brain to serotonin, which we call happy mood brain neurotransmitter. Because of the high content of tryptophan, which is a precursor of serotonin. There is the conversion of tryptophan in the brain to serotonin, which is happy mood, something that lightens your mood, something that makes you happy. So it also helps us to promotes bone health because of the calcium content.
More so, because of its high iron content, banana can be of help in the treatment of anemia.
It is also effective in treating anemia due to its high iron content.
As I said at the beginning of this program, that the personality we are celebrating on the program this week is late Yinka Lawoye, former Secretary General, African Confederation of Principals. We are celebrating him because of the impact he succeeded in making in the lives of the people that crossed his path while he was alive.
The former Secretary General of the African Confederation of the Principals, Mr. Yinka Lawoye, was born in this house at Ariyojoye's compound in Iresi, Boluwaduro local government area, Osun State, 67 years ago to Mrs. Esther Ajayi and late John Folorunsho Lawoye, popularly called F-Law, in his lifetime. His father was a school principal, while his mother was also an head of school. He was the third of 5 children, who were all teachers. His senior brother is a professor, while the rest are principals and vice principals. Mr. Yinka Lawoye started his elementary education at Baptist Primary School, Isheki Oloro, Ede, from where he proceeded to Baptist High School, Ejigbo. He obtained his first and master's degree respectively from University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, and University of Ibadan.
After my secondary school education, I was admitted to the University of Ife. I left Ife 77, 78. 1987, I was in UI for my postgraduate diploma in education. I attempted a master's program, but I dropped midway. I had to stop the program because I did not get any permission for it, any excuse, any authority to pursue it, so I had to drop. But for my weekends, I attended the Nigerian Institute of Journalism in Ogba, Lagos. I did a diploma. I became a school principal, and after that, after a stint at TESCOM, I incidentally was the first teacher to be deployed to Osun State Teaching Service Commission when it was created.
Mr. Yinka Lawuye started making history in 1992 as he was the first teacher to be seconded to TESCOM. By 1999, when he returned to the school system as a principal, that same year he became the Assistant Public Relations Officer of ANCOPS. A year later, he became the Acting State Secretary and became the Substantive State Secretary of ANCOPS in the year 2000. In 2003, Mr. Yinka Lawuye also made an history as he became the first man from the core Oodua states to become the National Secretary of ANCOPS, and in Nairobi, Kenya in 2004, he marked the very first Nigerian to become the Secretary General of the African Convention of Principals. May Almighty God grant eternal rest to Mr. Yinka Lawuye and watch over everyone he left behind. Mr. Yinka Lawuye is no more, but he has succeeded in leaving an indelible mark on the sands of time. On that note, we are ending this week edition of the program. Next Sunday is another date, God willing. Till then, stay blessed.